Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I'd like to thank Representatives Davis and Gabbard for organizing this important time. It's my honor to stand on the floor and recognize the heroic actions of two distinguished recipients of the Medal of Honor that I have the pleasure of representing, John Hawk and Bruce Crandall. Sergeant Hawk was with the 90th Infantry Division and was awarded the Medal of Honor for conspicuous gallantry while serving in France during World War II, and particularly for his actions on August 20th of 1944. While manning a light machine gun, Sergeant Hawk successfully pushed back the infantry forces with his machine gun fire. When an artillery shell knocked out his gun and wounded his thigh, Sergeant Hawk secured a bazooka and pursued the remaining tanks, forcing them into a wooded section. While organizing two machine gun squads and facing intense enemy fire and with tanks in close proximity, Sergeant Hawk repeatedly climbed to an exposed knoll in order to direct fire until two of the tanks were knocked out and the third was driven off. Even while suffering a painful wound, Sergeant Hawk continued to direct fire until the enemy surrendered. He showed that day, like many of our soldiers do, fearless initiative and heroic conduct. That heroism was also displayed by Lieutenant Colonel Bruce Perry Crandall of the United States Army. Assigned to A Company, 229th Assault Helicopter Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel Crandall was awarded the Medal of Honor for his actions in Vietnam. On November 14, 1965, then Major Crandall led the 1st Major Division operation of air mobile troops into Landing Zone X-Ray, bringing ammunition and supplies and evacuating the wounded. Flying more than 14 hours in a single day in unarmed helicopters, Major Crandall and his team rescued more than 70 wounded soldiers. Under the most extreme fire, his brave decision to land under fire instilled in the other pilots the will to continue and assured the ground forces that they would be resupplied. It's for his indomitable heroism that I'm proud to honor and remember the actions of Lieutenant Colonel Bruce Crandall. Let me just say in closing, our nation is stronger for the service and sacrifices of these two distinguished Medal of Honor recipients, for all of the recipients of the Medal of Honor, and for all of those who serve our country. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield back.